So here is my review for season 2, episode 4. We'll just skip episode 3. There wasn't a whole lot more for me to say other than what everybody else said. By the time I read all the reviews and stuff, I wasn't going to say anything different. So I didn't think there was really much of a reason to say anything. Today, I haven't read a whole lot of different stuff. So I think I've heard some people, or at least saw some where somebody said they didn't really like it a whole lot. There was too much adaptation or anything, but I really liked it. I liked the way I really liked the way Jamie explained what it was like to have been abused and raped by Blackjack. There was just a lot of emotion and everything in it, and I thought they stayed really true to the way he was talking about it in the book. That whole scene about when he gets back from the brothel and everything, she wasn't going to be able to understand the way he was going to explain it, and he wasn't going to be able to explain it right anyways. I actually thought it was funny because I remember as I was reading the book about it, and I was also thinking about how, really they've only been married for about a year now, maybe a little longer, a little less, I can't remember exactly. And so, and he's not really had like a lot of experience in trying to explain stuff to his wife. So of course he's going to stumble. He's going to get all kind of crazy and not, he's going to trip over his words and everything. So it was actually really funny to see that play out. And also see the real emotion that Sam was able to bring to the role about how he was so hurt and broken. And then when Claire, I'm going to say when she finally thought about it enough, and she finally realized that the way he was talking, what he was saying about it and all, was really true and was really heartfelt and was very much him exposing himself to her. And then, of course, we got to finally see the nice love scene and all. I'm not exactly a shipper yet, but I will say you don't normally kiss on a woman the way he did when, kissing on her breast and everything. You don't normally do that unless you are fairly knowledgeable of the person. It seemed to me that it was just a little too real and intimate, a little too, like they knew each other just a little bit too much. But I did like it, and I did like how even that was kind of true to the books. The prince, we're not supposed to like the prince at all. Remember, he's actually essentially a bad guy. He's an idiot. I've done some other reading and stuff about him. He wasn't very well liked, really. He's like every other royal. He's pompous. He thinks he's this God-given right to rule, etc., etc. And I'm gonna say that a lot of the people, at least that watch this video, a lot of you are American, and so we had a whole Revolutionary War about trying to break free of the royal crown, the British crown. So anyway, I think we think differently about it than some other people, but definitely back then it was all God-given. They were ordained by God to be the kings and queens and stuff. So he's going to bring that in a lot of times. I think he truly means it, and I think the actor is doing a really good job of making us not like Charles, but at least understand who he is and why he's what he's doing and stuff. It's still annoying, but that's beside the point. He's a little like how Jamie keeps calling him a Popinjay all the time. I loved how Fergus at the end, as he's sitting there on the table, and he's like, "Well, screw y'all. If you're all going to go in there and fight, I'm going to sit here and have a good meal and drink some good wine, and you guys just do what you're going to do." I've seen some stuff talk about people talk about there's too much rape in the book or in the books or the rape scene or whatever. I think they did really well with it. I would have liked to have seen how it was done in the book where Jamie and Fergus come in and they Jamie does all the rescuing, but I also know that there was just no way. There was too much going on, too much to put into the book, to put into the show, into this episode to get everything in the book that was going on. Like the whole thing about him in the brothel, that was like a long drawn out explanation of what was going on, and how things happened. He had actually explained to her he actually explained to Claire and how it happened. He actually was explaining to her the position and all the other stuff seen going on, and but I think they played it really well. And I think the way they did it was just fine. Actually, I liked it a lot. I really liked this episode. I think I said something on somebody else's page about how I really loved it, and I really did. I liked it. It's one of those things where you watch it and you think, wow, this is just really good. And a few things bring a little tear to your eye and stuff. The next episode is going to have to be rough, because we're going to see. I think we're going to see Blackjack. I think we're going to see some sword fighting. I think we're going to see some of the other stuff that happens in the books. I don't know. I don't want to spoil this or anything, but this next episode is going to be kind of explosive, I expect. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't think there's a whole lot else to say about the episode, but it was done really well. And I liked how, just think about Master Raymond. I really liked how they got to finally go back into his little cubby hole that had all the bones and everything in it, and how she got to see all the skulls and stuff that was there, and talking with Master Raymond, and how he brought in all the stuff about time travel, and how he's talk about how he likes stuff in and out of this time, and that kind of stuff. He kept hinting and foreshadowing and all this kind of stuff, and just to watch her face at that time when he said about, oh yeah, you're gonna see him again, and she's like, what do you mean I'm gonna? Yeah, I'm really. He's like, yeah, I don't know what his fate is, but you'll see him again. So that was nice. That was nice. But other than that, it's a 7-minute video. I'm trying to keep these things a little short. So if anybody has any questions or anything, after I post this on YouTube, I'll put the link up for a few people on a couple of different pages, and then we can just have some discussions on Facebook about it. And I'll answer any questions or anything. I have a lot of theories, a lot of stuff I want to talk about. If there's a couple of y'all have some of the same theories with me, and I think we're going to see some more stuff bear out over the next few episodes. And then I'm really waiting to see what happens with this 9th book when it comes out. I think I saw something about later this year. I'm hoping later this year. And I want to see what comes out of that book. So I guess that's it. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.